this is Team Turing, and this is our project Beyond the Bell for signing up for after school projects. Our project overview. Our program, it allows students to locate and sign up for after school programs. Users can find classes, they can check through different categories, they can learn information about their teachers before they choose to sign up. And some of the information that will be displayed about each class is time and date and the teacher's name. And then you get some background information about the teacher. And then the classes also keep track of signups and open slots so the users can see if a class is full. The way we split up our roles and responsibilities is I was responsible for our Java parser, so allowing our JSON file to communicate with our Java objects and our GUI and all that communication. And I also helped Amy with the GUI. Amy took the lead with the GUI and how it would all be set up and how it would look. And then Abdullahi worked with our classes and our data structure.
So the use case of this app was mainly for students to be able to select mainly three categories, being arts, academics, and athletics. From there, it splits into some subclasses, such as, let's say, if they choose the arts category, they'll have like music or arts. And then within art, they would have like painting, drawing, or digital. Then the user can view the teacher's name and information and the schedule for the class. Finally, after you view that information, you're able to sign up for one of the class slots that you want to pick. So the project backlog, we finally got through everything. We were on schedule. This was last week. We are on schedule for our JSON file to be set up and the parser to be working. Um, Everything was. We kind of did go off schedule in the beginning, but we picked it up at the end. The data structures we used in the beginning, we were thinking about using linked list, but we changed it to an array list. Mainly because its indexing is more efficient. It just directly goes to the index. It's because it's mainly an array. It's also resizable. Let's say we want to make our class size bigger or something. We can make it bigger or smaller. And also the time access is O of one. That means whenever you want to retrieve a class, it goes straight to that index. We had object classes for our teacher. Originally, we were about to do a student class, but we decided that we didn't have enough time for it. So we had an object class for the teacher just to make it easier when creating teacher objects. Finally, there was a JSON file. There was a JSON. We used JSON as our database and to store our class files, but Elijah worked on that. He can talk about it.
Yeah, so we used Maven primarily to help us manage our dependencies, and then we use the JSON simple library to integrate into our project so that we could efficiently parse all of our JSON. For our JSON data, we had two files. We had our file that we pulled all of our teacher information and our class information from. So mainly the teacher's name, email, and then their info. And then for our classes, it was the time and date and the specific class. And then along with that, we had another JSON file where we would keep track of the students that signed up for each class to make sure that classes didn't get filled up or to show how much of a class had filled up. And then our UML diagram, for the most part, stayed the same from the beginning. We cut a few of the, we had to cut a few of the specifics for our classes, which is like the units and our schedule became a little more simple. But for the most part, our UML stayed the same.
Some of the planned features that we have are the teacher information page, class sign up page, and the ability to see if classes are full. The teacher information page just gives an information about the teacher, and the users can view that before signing up for a class. Um, and once a user signs up for a class, the user can see that the list of students goes up. So this is the home page of our GUI. And once you click Get Started, it'll lead you to the next page. This page allows users to pick between 3 categories of classes that we have: the art category, academics, and athletics. And once you click on one of the classes, there are also subcategories that they can choose from. And once they choose the subcategories, it'll open up to a page with all of the classes that we offer, along with the date, the time, as long as as well as the teachers. And you can learn more about the teachers right next to the sign up button. But if you click on the sign up button, oh yeah, this is the teacher information page. You can hit back, yep. And then once you click sign up, you can sign up using your name and your phone number. And once you press submit, it'll be put into the database. So some of the features that we cut in our final project was the ability to filter out classes based on the weekday availability and grade. Another one that we cut out is the calendar GUI to show when classes were taking place. And the last thing that we cut out was the class information button to read up more about the class.
It's just a quick demonstration of how our Beyond the Bell program works.